I'm a big believer in communication, and everybody communicates differently. And hey, if you can, before you walk in someone's office, if you can understand how they communicate, you're going to be able to communicate better with them, right? So I showed up to your place to help you with something, but I took away massive value, right? You and I got to hang out in Yellowstone. You came and spoke on, both of you guys came and spoke on a stage for me today. So I mean, that's the example of what can happen, and how fast shit can change when you get in the right room and you get around the right people.
Yeah, I think you mentioned a good point there, the one word intention,
Yeah.
right? Like, I said this on stage earlier today that I intentionally, you guys invited me to stay in Yellowstone. I called
Yep.
my wife and I'm like, listen, and she was cool about it, but, I'm like, I listened, like I said, the reason I'm staying is because I want to be around Brandon. And obviously the Gearharts are my friends anyway, but, I love them to pieces, but I wanted to be around you, right? And it's just that intention, that time we spent together, created that trust and that bond that, again, like 3 weeks later, we're on stage together and, you know, just deepening that relationship. Who knows where it's going to go, right? But its intention is a huge fucking thing.
Yeah, 100%. Another thing that's really cool that you just did that a lot of human beings aren't going to do, and now you got him fucking climbing the equivalent of Mount Everest, but you ran a 100 mile in 22 hours, right?
Yeah.
100 mile marathon.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. I mean, it wasn't really. I would never have fucking thought I was going to do this 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But it all started about a year ago when I saw Jesse Itzler do Ultraman, which is this crazy 3-day thing, and I thought, fuck, if he could do it, I could do it. And because I knew he's super successful, and I wanted to know how he got the brain.
Right.
And I started making the connections to doing really hard shit.
Yeah.
To the success. And so I started going down that path, and I was super intentional about getting close to him, and then I hired his coach. Because I'm like, whoever got him to do that is what is going to help fix me too, right? And I had my own issues and stuff and drinking and things, right? And I saw the connection to becoming a better human by doing these hard things. I became a better dad, a better communicator, a better husband, a better business. And I was just showing up better for the community and myself too. And so, we started training for a 50 mile back in May, actually March, and I did 50 miles in May 20th, ended up 3 days in the hospital. But I realized in that, after $48,000 bill, my wife said, you could never run again. Like, you're fucking done. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm talking to my coach. And, within 2 weeks of that, did the Mount Everest simulation climb. And right after that, we decided that we're going to do 100 miles to raise $100,000 for charity. And my coach was all in, and, and it was 3 months of training. And it was by far the hardest fucking thing I've ever done. It was spiritual. I've kind of talked to you about this offline.
Which I really dig that.
Yeah, dude. It was out of body experience, really separating your mind from your body. And like, it was weird. Like, I was running, miles 70 to 100 took 7.5 hours, 7 hours probably still. But I just remember just kind of like hovering over my body and watching all these guys and girls running with me there, my crew, and just feeling the love.
Yeah. And let me add something to that too, right? Because you mentioned that he, inspired me, and now I'm going to be climbing the equivalent of Mount Everest with him in this coming summer, which, for me, I'm not. I don't like running. I don't like that kind of stuff. But what really resonated with me, and, you didn't say it today, but you said it in the past, which was, I don't like running. And so, because for me, when I found out you were going to do that and heard about all that, I'm like, oh, well, this dude's just probably a runner or whatever. And I kind of brushed it off. 100 miles is insane for sure, but it's probably a runner, right? Like, it's not as hard for a runner to do that. And so to me, what that was justification or rationalization in my head. And once I realized and heard him say, I don't like running, it's something bigger than me. I want to do hard shit. That's what inspired me to say, you know what? Like, I need to do some hard shit mentally. There's nothing to do with anything other than really putting myself in a situation to do hard shit.
Yeah, it's about becoming the best version of us, right? Or for me, it is. That's what it's about. And running is a very easy thing to do anywhere, right? So, and it puts you into such a hard position constantly that you can only become better if you're going to continue to put one step in front of the other.